Hi there, I'm Jade Sterling from Jade Sterling Coaching. You're a women's health coach, nurse, counsellor, yoga therapist. I bundle all of my skills and experience into everything that I do to help support you balance your hormones, master your emotions, and create a life you love. And I'm about to make a big, bold statement on the internet right now. I'm starting this new segment called Tuesday Chats. And let me tell you about my why before I tell you about the what it is exactly. But I support women in perimenopause to become empowered, to find their peace, find purpose, find positivity, and hack their hormones so that they can create a life they love. A lot of women come to me though, feeling completely powerless, like they have absolutely no control over their bodies and also over the medical establishment who they're looking towards to try and help them. And quite often we can make such amazing progress without the need to engage the medical establishment. But there are, of course, times when we need medical intervention. I myself am still a registered practicing women's health nurse. Also, I still work in the surgical field at times and medical, because I feel like it really is important to have both sides of our brain and both sides of our awareness as open as possible to be able to receive the knowledge, the intellect, and the amazing research and the implementation of that research that we're finding in medical science, but also the other work that I do is in counselling, is in yoga, is in the coaching, which actually looks at how to find solutions to problems, but not in a conventional way. So I'm here to try and find the balance of both worlds. And I really do find that a lot of women come to me as damsels in distress. And I know this creates a lot of internal frustration, and it triggers a lot of people, because people will often say to me, I am a damsel in distress. I am in distress. I am experiencing such what feels like violent emotional and hormonal experiences on the inside that I don't know how to manage. In addition to that, I have so many external factors to take into consideration. My marriage, my parenting, my career, my family, my volunteer work, or the way that I interact with my community, my friends. It's so multi-layered and multifaceted that it's understandable that you're in distress, and it's understandable that you don't feel like you're in control at all. But my mission is to help to support the biology by understanding and applying the psychology of how we can actually create change. So it's combining those two. And I've been doing a lot of talk on social media about that lately, about the psychology supporting the biology and how we can marry the two together and how we can support each other. But the more that I am delving into that world, the more I realize it's actually even deeper than that. The psychology is really, women are still trying to find their way in a man's world. They're still looking to conventional ways of thinking to try and understand what they can do to solve their problems, finding solutions based on what they're doing, not just their way of being. Now, I work with people and how they're thinking and how they're feeling, and that's how we create transformation into what you're doing. But this is an even deeper level when I'm having conversations with people who are also engaged in doing this work, and people who are also very much not in support of the work that I'm doing, because they feel like the focus should be on what you're doing and the biology behind and the physiology behind what's happening for women. This is the bit that we've got to solve. Don't disagree with that. Remember, just think it needs to be married with the psychology. What's coming up for me is that it's actually of a deeper level. This is an issue of consciousness, and we have to not think in a way that we've ever thought before, and we really have to expand the way that we are being in a way that we can't understand just yet. But I'm going to engage in a new process of starting to have these conversations in a public space. I've spent a lot of my life actually as a recluse, as an introvert, studying my own psychology and my own biology for my own health and well-being, because there were times where I didn't feel like I could manage and even be present in a world that just felt so uncertain, and I felt so uncertain of myself. So being able to engage was a really difficult process. Suddenly I've had my own personal transformation in the last few years, and I have never shared so much in my life, been so open. And then here I am, a random lady on the internet, telling you that what I have seen to be possible when we start to shift our thoughts and our emotions is beyond my wildest dreams. If we actually start to think about how we can shift our consciousness, do you think that we could possibly find the deeper solutions, the deep-rooted problems that we've been carrying, particularly as women, for so long? Makes me so emotional to say these things out loud, but here I am. So, Tuesday Chats is about me bringing people to you to have these conversations, to find out what other work that other people are doing in the thought and the feeling realm that can support the biological realm, and how we can take all of that information. My mission is to not necessarily engage people in my mission at this point. My mission is to take that information, interpret it for myself into how we can use that to shift our consciousness and access something that we can't imagine right now, but it's the solution to what we need. And that, I know for a fact, can be found on the inside. Not necessarily by looking at what's happening outside of us, but that can help us still navigate our path back inward. I could just rave on and have a conversation with myself and you as I carry on in this strain, but I feel like that is a really wonderful place to start. I'm really excited about this new segment, and I can't wait to see the people that I engage with, and I can't wait to see how it actually comes across and how it can make a difference to you in your life. However you have found me, however you've come across this channel, you're absolutely meant to be here. So I'm so excited for us as we move through this journey to find out what else is possible. Let's find out. And I will see you next Tuesday with my very first guest. I have a few lined up. I'm not sure in what order they're actually going to be presented to you, so I'll keep you in suspense until next week, but I look forward to seeing you then. And just remember, own your path and create your peace. See you in the next video.